Coming up, 2 people were taken to the hospital after a shooting in Johnstown earlier this afternoon. What community members witnessed at the time of the shooting. And a prayer service held at a local synagogue tonight to remember the 11 lives lost in Saturday's mass shooting in Pittsburgh.
6 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news before the first commercial starts now.
Good evening. Johnstown police are continuing to investigate a shooting this afternoon in Johnstown's West End. It happened just after 3 at the Oakhurst Homes as kids were getting home from school. Daniel Hamburg joins us live now at Johnstown Police Headquarters. Daniel, what do we know?
Well, Tim, 2 people were shot in Building 16 in Building 16 at the Oakhurst Homes. Now, at this time, nobody is in custody. A neighbor I talked with says she heard 3 gunshots and saw a black man with a pit bull run up the steps behind the building. What's more is we're told that man was actually standing on top of the hill as first responders arrived. I was told the 2 gunshot victims did not live in Building 16. 2 witnesses saw a man with a gunshot wound to his lower back and a woman with a through-and-through gunshot wound in her upper thigh. Police tell me both victims were in their early 20s. They were taken to Conemaugh Memorial Medical Center. Another woman I talked to says she used to be the president of the community for 20 years. She didn't see or hear the shooting, but says the situation could have been much worse with school buses dropping off kids.
That's my concern is the kids, yeah. The kids' bus just pulled off coming down the street when this happened. And you have all them elementary kids getting off the bus. You have the junior high kids. Anybody could have got shot running through here.
Now, there was a security camera right above Building 16. It's unclear if there was any surveillance video that Johnstown police obtained. But for now, Johnstown police are asking you if you have any information to contact detectives. Live in Johnstown, Daniel Hamburg, 6 News.
An autopsy has been completed on a man found dead in a creek Monday in Center County. Coroner Scott Sayers says 64-year-old Thomas Edmonds was found Monday afternoon in a small stream off Mattern Lane in Patton Township. The death has been ruled as pending until toxicology tests are completed, which will take about 6 weeks. He says no foul play is suspected. Police got the call around 3:30 p.m., but they say it's unclear how long Edmonds was in the water. Patton Township police are also investigating.
Could somebody let this happen, and who walked past that without saying something?
Class project at Punxsutawney Area School District has sparked some outrage in the area tonight. It happened during an assignment for what's called Mole Day at Punxsutawney Area High School. A picture was posted on social media yesterday showing a row of moles from that project, with one dressed up as a member of the KKK. We're told the outfit was apparently approved by a teacher and then put on display. Tonight, some parents are calling the incident at the high school disgusting and distasteful. Courtney Robinson says her stepdaughter is supposed to start school there soon and says now she wants to find a new school for her.
I don't even know how to express my words that I don't want her to start there, because she is African American and she's also Muslim, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of issues clearly if she were to start, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Superintendent Thomas Lesniewski says as soon as the administration was informed of the symbol, it was removed. He said the district doesn't promote this type of behavior. He also says moving forward, the district is going to continue to work to educate both the student and staff on cultural diversity and equity. Superintendent says all parties involved in this incident are being dealt with. Well, Tony, no complaints about this late October day. Can you give us another one tomorrow?
We have even warmer weather coming in tomorrow, Tim, but it's a bit of a trade-off because we have some rain entering the picture tomorrow afternoon. Most areas tonight warmer than what we had 24 hours ago by 5 to as much as 12 degrees. Eastern Alleghenies, especially into Bedford County, a little cooler, but you're the exception rather than the rule. Most areas running a good bit warmer than last night at this time. Almost 50 right now in Johnstown, 41 in Clearfield, 45 in Altoona. The deeper valleys close to 40 overnight. Meanwhile, the hilltops in the upper 40s waking up tomorrow morning. 38 in Bellefonte. You'll have temperatures slowly rising toward daybreak. 45 in Altoona, 41 currently in Claysburg. Here is our next weather maker. Rain from Chicago up into portions of Michigan, and a few of those raindrops arriving tomorrow afternoon. At the bus stops in the morning, upper 40s to near 50. Showers, though, for the afternoon. We'll see if that rain will hang around for trick-or-treating coming up in just a little while.
The President and First Lady were in Pittsburgh today, spending time with survivors and families of the victims of Saturday's shooting massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. They were also joined by President Trump's daughter Ivanka and her husband. While some protested the president's appearance in Pittsburgh this afternoon, others welcomed it. He was invited by Jeffrey Myers, the rabbi of the Tree of Life Synagogue, who said, quote, "The President of the United States is always welcome. I'm a citizen. He's my president. He is certainly welcome," end quote. The President and First Lady also stopped at nearby UPMC to visit victims of the shooting. President Trump arrived on the same day 3 of the 11 funerals began for victims killed in that shooting. One of those funeral services was held for brothers Cecil and David Rosenthal. They were among the 11 worshipers killed when an alleged gunman opened fire inside the building. The brothers will be buried side by side, the same way people say they spent almost every weekend at the Tree of Life. Saturday's shooting is believed to be the deadliest attack against the Jewish community in U.S. history. Closer to home, a prayer service was held in Altoona to remember the lives lost in that shooting. Alexis Wainwright was at tonight's service and brings us the details. Alexis?
Tim, just 3 days after that deadly shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, people here in Altoona decided to come together simply to prove their strength. It might sound like a normal weekly service for the Agudath Achim congregation, but people here say their feelings are very different.
I've really struggled to find the words for this. The last several days have just been so hard for all of us.
The synagogue still having their weekly service despite fears over terror striking so close to home.
At first we're sitting in our own synagogue, not that far away. It was a little scary.
Saturday, police say a lone gunman killed 11 people at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. And even here, people are still feeling its effects.
And we're going to try to rally the troops here and get some spirits up, because people are truly devastated over what's happened in Pittsburgh.
Troops like Rosalind Skye, a Pittsburgh native.
It's absolutely devastated. It was like, you can't believe that it happened so close to home.
Who lives less than 10 miles away from Squirrel Hill.
I am a teacher, a reading specialist, so I taught Sunday school at the Tree of Life.
And although her home is still mourning the loss, she came to service.
I want to support our people. I wanted to support the Jewish people in Pittsburgh. I just felt an obligation and a desire to be here.
After their service, the group remembered those 11 lives lost with candles, then reminded each other this is not the end for the Jewish community.
We will not be bullied nor terrorized into abandoning our synagogues, our Jewish institutions, and our lives.
Now, Altoona police have also been a part of this journey. They were here tonight providing extra security. The community plans to continue to come together with a ceremony planned for Thursday night. That'll be in Hollidaysburg. For now, live in Blair County, Alexis Wainwright, 6 News.
Yesterday, we told you about a local business in downtown Johnstown making T-shirts to help those affected by the shooting. Today, those shirts went on sale and hundreds of orders have already poured in. The T-shirt features the message "Stronger Than Hate" along with 3 stars of David inspired by the Pittsburgh Steel Mark logo. It's symbolic of the way a diverse group of people come together to make up Pittsburgh. American Eagle Screen Printing and Embroidery is designing and selling the shirt. They say they're not making a profit and are donating all of the proceeds to the Tree of Life Synagogue. The store was packed this afternoon and we caught up with the first person to take home a shirt.
I think that we all need to have each other's backs because we're all the same, regardless of religion or skin color or ethnicity or language or anything like that. We're all dealing with the same problems. We all have the same issues in our lives. And I think it's really important that we all start to understand that and realize it and act accordingly.
If you'd like to buy a shirt, just head to American Eagle Screen Printing and Embroidery downtown, or you can purchase one online. And if you would like to donate directly to the synagogue, a GoFundMe page has been created for just that. The fundraiser has reached over $919,000 tonight, inching closer and closer to its $1 million goal. The Diocese of Erie has updated its list of clergy members accused of child sex abuse. The updated list now includes people who had not been previously named. According to the diocese, some of the people on the list can't be convicted of a crime because of the passage of time, legal technicalities, their present whereabouts, or mental state. The Diocese of Erie said every person named on the list was credibly accused of actions that, in the diocese's judgment, disqualify that person from working with children. Such actions could include failure to prevent abuse that they knew to be happening, the use of child pornography, corruption of minors, and more. The updated list includes a woman who was a lay teacher and another former teacher who's believed to reside in St. Mary's. Johnstown police are looking for a suspect in connection to a robbery at a local grocery store Monday afternoon. Police were called to the Giant Eagle on Broad Street around 1:50. They say the suspect walked up to the cashier, placed something against the cashier's back, and demanded all of the $20 bills. Police sent us these photos from the robbery. The quality isn't great, but police are hoping you can help identify the person you see on your screen. The suspect is described as a white man wearing a black hoodie, ball cap, and jeans. Police say he got into a green or gold Kia four-door sedan driven by a woman. If you have any information, you're asked to call Johnstown Police. Meanwhile, Altoona Little League needs your help after the East End ball field was vandalized. Field manager Gene Himes believes the incident happened Saturday between 4 and 7 p.m. Himes says the suspects entered the field by cutting the fencing on the entry gate and then broke locks on buildings to get inside. Shattered glass, oil and cleaning supplies cover the concession stand floor. Plumbing in the bathrooms and concession stand also damaged, along with the PA system, the field, and the area surrounding it. Himes believes the suspects also tried to start fires inside and outside of the concession stand, but luckily it didn't spread. The suspects even took out the field tractor and destroyed the engine. The damage is estimated at around $20,000.
Heartbroken. I mean, you know, we do this for the kids, and we just started winterizing the field, and then to come in here and we were just getting ready to close this up, and then just to see that, you know, that's going to be a lot of work to get this back winterized again.
Altoona police are still investigating, but handprints and footprints were found on picnic tables, and a foot mold was taken from the field. Police believe kids around 9 to 13 years old caused the damage. Anyone with information regarding the incident should call police. Still ahead, a man and his dog rescued in Jefferson County after getting trapped in a well. How crews were able to get them out. And the Pens returned home after the long Canadian road trip. See how they fared against the Islanders coming up in 6 Sports.